Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be testing out some Catrice makeup. I haven't really done a dedicated Catrice video on my channel, and to be honest, I've only really tried out their concealer and I really enjoyed that. I think it's totally empty. I'm going to see if I still have it. But that's pretty much the only Catrice product I've actually used in the past. So I'm going to be doing pretty much a full face get ready with me using Catrice products. So if you'd like to see some Catrice in action, please keep watching. Alright, hair is coming out of the face. Now, I've been breaking out, especially on my chin. I started using a new face cream and I think I can't use it. So I stopped using it. Hopefully that fixes the problems, but I'm getting like these really almost like cystic acne underneath the skin. This one obviously I picked and now it's a scab. Anyways, it's a process. So first things first, I'm going to test out this. This is the Catrice Pore Minimizing Serum. So they're getting into skincare. This has 10% niacinamide, which is really great for calming and soothing the skin. Especially this time of year, I get a lot of redness across my face here. It says apply 3 to 5 drops on cleansed skin and massage gently in the morning and evening. Okay, so this is the first time I'm trying this. It's made in Austria and it's also vegan. It's very watery. It smells like nice, very mild, like very not potent, which I really enjoy. Almost like a cucumber, but very soft. Like you can't really smell it that much. I like the way it's feeling on my skin. It's drying down a little bit tacky. I like it. I do have pores, especially right here in this area of my face. So I don't know if it's going to help minimize my pores. Maybe I will add this into my skincare routine. But this is definitely a skincare item and not a primer. Okay, so instead of a moisturizer today, I'm going to actually just go in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer because I get a little bit oily throughout the day. I think this will be great for a moisturizer. It seems to be lightweight and it's moisturizing with bamboo water. So I'm just going to use this as a moisturizer and see what happens. I really love the texture of this product. It's coming out like a gel. I love a good gel primer. I don't like a silicone feeling, dimethicone feeling primer. I like something to feel very lightweight, very scent free. There's not much of a scent coming off of this, which again, I really like. And I like the feeling of it. I like how it just it feels like a gel kind of moisturizer on my face, which is nice. I like that. Okay, so they sent over their True Skin Hydrating Foundation and then also their Clean Hydro BB Cream. I'm using the shade 30 Neutral Sand. If I was to pick a shade in the store right now, I definitely would go up one more shade just because I have a self-tan thing happening here. I really like the applicator on this. I don't know if you can see. The foundation itself is very fluid and it comes out, it's not like, it definitely is fluid, like it will run. See how it's moving? So it's not thick, very lightweight, and I really like the pump on this because it just disperses a nice amount of product, and you can actually control the amount with this pump. So I'm just going to start to apply this on the side of the face. And I do find a little bit really goes a long way. It spreads out really nicely. This color definitely is a little bit too light for me right now, but I will make it work. So this foundation has hyaluronic acid, also infused with watermelon seed oil. Has a really nice pleasant scent to it. Again, nothing too overpowering, a little bit fruity. But the reason why I really like this is because a little bit goes a long way. It spreads out so perfectly. It doesn't bunch up, it doesn't patch in any certain areas. And also it makes my skin still look like skin, but it doesn't accentuate any pores. It just looks, to me, really nice. And for somebody that has like an oilier skin type, I do find that this foundation lasts throughout the day on my skin as well. And I just find it's very user-friendly and easy to use. You put a little bit on a sponge and you legit blend it into your face and it just looks seamless. It's a very effortless foundation, which I really enjoy. You can also see too, like it did a fantastic job at just covering up my chin. So no concealer yet on my chin, but it just, one little layer does a really great job. I'm not gonna add any more. I find that's enough. I don't want it to look too dry in this area, but it does a great job at concealing as well. This is the concealer that I was talking about that I really like. It's the waterproof liquid camouflage concealer. I have the shade 20, so this is almost empty, but I was wearing this for the longest time. I find it does a really nice job at covering, and I like how thin the concealer is. Like it gives you about a medium coverage, but it's a very lightweight, thin concealer. So if you're finding that concealers are kind of a little bit too heavy underneath your eye, settling into fine lines, try this out because I do find it's very long wearing and it gives you about a medium coverage, which is great. So I'm actually just going to quickly go in and set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just know this works for me. So I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge and just set underneath the eyes. I've never tried this before. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. This is waterproof, translucent. It's supposed to be a silky waterproof powder for a long-lasting, mattified, and flawless complexion. Resists humidity, fits every skin tone with a soft focus effect and vitamin A and E. Made in Italy. Made in Italy. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush from Nude by Nature. I didn't want to use this underneath my eye because I didn't know if it would alter the foundation color, and I think it's looking a little bit deeper as I'm applying this powder, so I'm kind of glad I didn't use it underneath the eye. This is probably a dupe for the Urban Decay. They have that waterproof powder as well. To be honest, I don't love that powder. I've tried it a couple times. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's anything special. So if this is kind of like a dupe because it's way cheaper, that would be great. But the powder feels really nice on the skin, feels very lightweight, and up close, it doesn't look cakey, which is nice. So promising. Okay, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I have two options for bronzer. I already kind of went in. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of this. This is the Catrice Sculpt Squad palette. So what I did here is I took my angled Smashbox blush brush. I went in with all 4 shades, and then I just started to go in and just kind of warm up the face because the foundation definitely is a little bit too light for me right now. So going in with that, I really do like these. I find they're not overly pigmented, so they're definitely very user friendly because you can't really mess up. And I do like how it is more of a cool toned bronzing palette. So if you like that more of like an orangey terracotta kind of bronzer, you might not like this because I do find these are pretty ashy and cool undertone. There's not a lot of warmth to the powders, but I do like how they go on very nicely, but they're not overpowering, which is great. I don't know, some people might like just a full pigmented bronzer, but for me with the bronzer, I find, you know, building it is a little bit better than just going ham with it because it can look a little bit crazy. So I think it looks very natural. Okay, so I also have this to try. So this is the Sungasm Illuminating Bronzer. This looks absolutely beautiful, but I was a little bit concerned just because it's very like, well, to use this all over as a bronzer, I was a bit scared, but I'm going to go in with the same brush, and I'm kind of going to use it as a bronzer topper. Let's see what it looks like. I've never tried this, so hopefully it works out for me. Hold on. I need a little bit of an up close of a mirror. I think you could definitely tell the difference. Didn't blend it yet, but okay, so I would say that this one here has a little bit more of that terracotta built into it, but it does give you a very beautiful sheen, which it looks very healthy on the skin. It doesn't look like, there's no glitter. It's not a glittery bronzer, but it is like more of like a healthy look kind of bronzer. I think though if you used too much of this, this could look a little bit, can give you that like dirty kind of appearance, if you know what I mean. So I would go very lightly with this, just to kind of, if you're looking at just giving your skin an overall kind of glow, a bronze glow, I think it's nice. So for my blush, I'm just going to pop on a little bit of this Clarins No. 2 Cheeky Pink blush. I really like this one, so we're just going to give it just a tiny bit of color here. So now I'm going to go in with this beautiful Sungasm Face and Body Highlighting Palette. Ultra Fine Highlighting Powder for a glowy finish on face and body. I really like how it's so large because if this is beautiful, this will come in handy in the summertime and you want to do your collarbones or your shoulders. So you definitely get a lot of product in here. Okay. Very highlighty. So I would say this is more of a highlight for somebody with a lighter complexion because I think that this on a deeper complexion could look a little bit stark, just a little bit, because it's has like a silver undertone to it. If you apply it with some sort of fan brush, it definitely gives you a very lighter feel, but if you go in with your finger, you can actually get better application. It's a lot more pigmented when you apply it with your finger. I would say it's pretty. Definitely though has a little bit of like, I don't love the undertone. I don't love how silver it is of an undertone. It is pretty, but I just wish it was more of like on the bronzy pink side rather than the silvery kind of side. But okay, I'm going to keep the eye super simple today, going back in with our Sculpt Squad palette. I take a little bit of the Define powder here on a fluffy NYX brush, and I'm just going to run it through the crease. I'm also going to run some just on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to take some of this Sungasm bronzer on a flat brush. And then I'm just going to pat it on the lower lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Sungasm powder with my finger here. And I'm just going to pat it just in the center of the eye. It's really pretty. It just has a little bit of that glitter to it, so I feel like it's better as an eyeshadow. Also, I feel like this would be better as a body illuminator as well, like on the collarbones and stuff, rather than my face. It's just not, the coloring's a bit light for me, I find. I'm also just going to add a little bit in the corner of my eyes as well. Taking a little bit too of this Sculpt shade, the darkest shade in that contour palette, just adding a tiny bit into the crease to give it a little bit more definition, just a tiny bit. For my eyeliner, I'm going in with the Pixi. This is the Endless Silky Liner in Black Cocoa, going in with an angled little eyeshadow brush here. And I'm just going to run the brush into the eyeliner. Take this and I'm just going to messily, is that a word? Absolutely not. I'm going to take it and just run it really quickly along the lower lash line. I'm also adding that right up into the waterline as well. And then to the waterline, I'm going to add a little bit of the Benefit. This is their Eye Bright pencil. I think it will look nice with my sweater. So I'm going to add a little bit of that just to the waterline. For my mascara, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Sky High Lashes. I really like the new Revlon one, but I haven't really used this a lot lately. So I'm going to go in with this guy, add it to the lashes. Okay, so for my lip liner, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. So I'm going to just kind of outline the border of my lips. So I have two options for my lip. I'm going to go in with this one. But the first one was the Clean Lip Oil, 84% natural ingredients with avocado oil, watermelon seed oil. Sounds really nice. Smells like a dream. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit, just a little. So I thought this would be a little bit more slippery. It has a little bit more of a sticky kind of vibe. But I really like the shine and I love the taste. It kind of tastes like vanilla in a way. So you definitely could just put it on like this and it'd be a very beautiful, I kind of like it. Okay, we have to try this though. This is the Powerful 5 Liquid Lip Balm. It has hyaluron, vitamin E, shea butter, green tea, and goji berry in the shade 60 Sparkling Dragonfruit. So we're gonna add a little bit of that too. I like the applicator. It has like a little point on the edge. Oh. This one also smells good. And this one feels really nice as well. It's not sticky. It has more of like a slippery vibe than a sticky vibe. I like lip glosses when you do this. You don't have strings coming from your mouth, which is great. Alright, so this is it, wrapping it up. I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.